It's a pleasure for me to be able to introduce this video, as it gives us an opportunity to bring everyone up to the same level of understanding about our fit journey. Where are we on that journey? What's coming up next in the journey? So what do people think fit is?
Fit for the future is about improving the relationship between all levels of the business.
Fit for me is about changing the way I work to improve results and to secure the long-term future of the business.
I think fit is about changing attitude. We should all be working together toward the same goal.
Fit for the future for me is understanding that we can all make a difference.
Fit is about understanding the needs of other people and departments.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
Fit for the future for me is about having fun.
Fit is about understanding the impact of any decision I make on other people.
Okay, so you've heard from various individuals across the business about fit. And as you can see, it's about our journey from last to first. Moving from a lack of focus, administrative, silo thinking, trapped in a comfort zone organization, to being more focused, informed, giving greater recognition, being more skilled, and working together as a team. All of us can play a role as individuals, but we must work together to achieve a common goal. Last year, we had a fantastic year, where we earned record profits and created positive EVA for the first time in the history of the company. We actually created value for our shareholders. However, our safety performance was totally unacceptable. We had 10 lost time accidents, 6 medical aids. We cannot continue to put our people in jeopardy in this way. There are companies right now, Lafarge companies in the UK, with a perfect safety record. If they can do it, we can do it. Right now, we are at or near our capacity. Consequently, we are importing low-margin products from our sister companies in Europe. The growth in the market recently has put tremendous strain on our organization and its business processes. Our customer satisfaction has suffered as a result and is now completely intolerable. If we continue going as we are, we will not survive as a business. We are currently dealing with angry customers, huge stock difficulties, and very difficult logistical issues. This is causing us to retreat into our silos. Unfortunately, this only compounds the problem. In order to achieve our vision, we all need to break out of those silos, work together as cross-functional teams. That way we can move forward. I'm counting on you.
Our vision is to become an undisputed leader in plasterboard and associated systems, offering superior value to our customers and providing safe and fulfilling work for our employees. In order to achieve our vision, we need to concentrate on our business objectives. Here are some key examples.
The Safety Committee has been revamped and turned from a discussion-making group into a decision-making group. Examples of this would include the implementation of wearing of seat belts whilst driving forklifts in certain parts of the plant and the supplying of rapid response first aid kits to all our first aiders.
We decided to conduct the employee survey because we wanted to get a clear idea of how our employees felt about working at Lafarge. We all had anecdotal ideas, I think, but we felt that by investing in an employee survey, it would give us a really clear picture of how employees felt about working at Lafarge in May 2003. I'm pleased to say 76% of the workforce responded, which is a fantastic response rate, and we've been able to use those findings to put new systems and procedures into place to make Lafarge a better place to work.
Lafarge are currently working to attain ISO 14001 accreditation, and that's an environmental management system which enables us to minimise our impacts on the environment. Part of the EMS will form a huge amount of training and development. So far we've trained over 100 members of staff on general environmental awareness, and also we've trained them to use spill kits to minimise our impact on the environment.
In innovation, for me, is new product development, and so our whole system and processes are now designed around involving ideas and logging everybody's ideas. Whoever comes to us with one, it'll get put on the system and considered, and we try and filter that in, and that's quite refreshing. We've had some great ideas out of that scheme, and that really wouldn't have happened without FIT.
So the Plus team is a performance plan team. We're a cross-functional team, and our aim was to increase the stucco production in the plaster mill to meet the increasing requirement of stucco from the lines. We've used FIT tools, the change process, the change light, the payoff matrix to prioritise our jobs.
Real Customer Satisfaction, our RCS, is a service level customer satisfaction telephone survey. The reason why we decided we need to have it in the business is because our current measure, or TIFIC, was merely a record of customer complaints and did nothing really to seek actual customer feedback.
For Lafarge Plasterboard, excellence is all about ensuring our commercial success as a business. We've chosen to look at this success in three key areas: our sales of plasterboard to our customers, our profitability, and our EVA, or value creation, for shareholders. Sales has been a dramatic success over recent years, and 2004 is no exception, with our sales in GB up by 10% on last year and in Ireland by 15%. Our profit has not been so successful, and so far this year we are behind both last year and our budget. Our big target for the rest of the year and challenge is how we turn our strong sales into good profits for the company.
So what do people really feel about Fit for the Future?
I feel that we're able to communicate with some of the other departments more effectively than we did. Also with the employee survey which we carried out last year, we've been involved in collating some of the results and overseeing them. And we've also had a new job card introduced into the maintenance department, which seems to be promoting efficiency.
I think that Fit for the Future has really helped me feel like more of a team. Don't feel quite so isolated now when you're working in your department. It's easy to go and ask questions from other teams and ask people to help you, and they're more willing as well because they know you from the workshops.
It's definitely helped me to see how other departments work and how becoming more cross-functional can potentially make our lives a lot easier.
Fit for the Future has enabled us to use a common set of guidelines to help the people that work for me work in a consistent manner, all going in a constant direction and being able to make a difference.
Since the introduction of Fit for the Future, I am really now more aware of what goes on within other departments. For instance, I know what happens in credit control, and I do know what happens in the warehouse.
Well, yeah, Fit for the Future has worked, communication-wise, but morale is still low, and I think both sides need to work at that quite hard.
I think Fit for the Future has allowed me to communicate better with other departments. It has given me the opportunity to meet people, and therefore they've given me valuable feedback on how to improve the information I present to their teams.
Personally, Fit for the Future, having been with the business a long time, is giving us a mechanism, a way of working cross-functionally from other departments in a common way, so that we all achieve the goals that we want to achieve as opposed to individually.
Now you've heard about what people feel about Fit for the Future, but let's take a look at what's really been achieved.
Communication has been much improved since the introduction of regular departmental meetings. Online too, we hold morning meetings so we can share the information so we all know what to do and what is expected of us.
Bristol is enclosed by wildlife corridors, which is upheld by planning law. So we have to be very responsive to what's happening in our local community. We work very closely with the Environment Agency, who's a regulatory body, and also North Somerset Council. We invite parish councillors regularly to our site, invite them to come and have a look at what we're doing, and we also involve local schools and universities to come in and help us with what we're doing. There's a whole resource out there that we like to capture, and they really enjoy coming in and seeing what we do as well.
Athena is an electronic database which has been designed internally to organise and manage training within the business. One of the key issues which came out of the employee survey is that people feel that they're underdeveloped and as a result of that undervalued, and Athena is a first step to try and improve that.
We have significantly increased our investment in training and development of people within the company. I have been on 2 training sessions as a first-line manager within the business. These 2 training sessions form part of a larger programme which will carry on over the next 18 months.
As a business unit, we had to roll out the divisional values. We did this using the Fit for the Future tools, such as the 10-step process, now the Change Like process. We rolled this out in the form of a monthly competition. We had an 86% response rate, which we thought was excellent. One of the winners was Leslie Leaker.
I entered the Sharing Experience competition. Through the competition I learned about the value and the business objective, and also won a week's holiday at a farmhouse in Devon for me and my family.
Most of our staff now understand the key challenges we face, which has never been the case before. The Fit for the Future workshops saw everyone attend and see what the company is about and where we want to go. Whilst we accept there was some delay in Activity 4, 230 people attended a 1.5-day workshop which was designed and run by Lafarge Plasterboard staff. Over 40 people helped with this, but most of the success was down to you, your ability and your willingness to cover your colleagues whilst they were out of the business.
As a result of the employee survey, 10 departmental teams were set up to look at their issues and tasked to come up with solutions. Over 50 people were involved in this.
When we're dealing with waste, the best environmental options are summed up by the 3 R's: reuse, reduce and recycle. And we only really want to be looking at landfill disposal as an option of last resort. Here in Lafarge we've set up a waste management team to look into these issues. We've teamed up with Envar to divert gypsum waste from landfill disposal to farmland, where it can be used for beneficial use to help with crop growth. Cost-wise, there's not a lot in it, but it's certainly much better for the planet, and it goes to show that working as a team, we can fulfil our responsibility to the environment.
EVA, or Economic Value Added, is the measure used by the Lafarge Group for judging how we create value for our shareholders. Throughout the history of Lafarge Plasterboard, we have been EVA negative. In other words, we've been destroying rather than creating value for our shareholders. 2003, however, was the 3rd consecutive year in which Lafarge Plasterboard improved its EVA position by £1.5 million each year. And at the end of 2003, Lafarge Plasterboard achieved its long-stated objective of becoming EVA positive for the first time in its history. A fantastic success story for the company.
So you see what's been accomplished so far. What's coming next? We have to find ways of reinforcing all this good work by focusing on 4 main priorities. The first, to become customer driven in our methods, attitudes and behaviours. The second, to create a performance culture in all areas of the business. The third is to focus our teams on our business objectives, and finally to develop our people. In order to achieve this, we need the support and involvement from all of you.
FIT is about making this a better business. More safe, more successful, and more fun. It'll pay out what we put into it, and I'm expecting everybody to invest. It's clear that our expectations of each other have increased, and poor attitudes and behavior are unacceptable. I'm counting on you to take an active part in this FIT journey, and thus to make Lafarge excellent and Lafarge Plasterboard a true leader.
Examples of this would be the implementation of the bollocks!
So now you've heard from, start again.
And last page.